Welcome back to consecutive day 1030 of a diary of a runpreneur. And today I want to talk to you about hitting target when the pressure is on. So please remember to give us a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. All the information about the challenge and how you can get involved is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 1030, the diary of a runpreneur. And today I want to talk to you about hitting target with a hard deadline. So I've got lots of different businesses that I run, and one of the businesses that generates the most revenue is a sales-based business. So we ultimately secure properties, we renovate them, put social housing provider leases on for the long term, which creates a long, consistent, fixed and passive recurring income for us and for our investors. Now, because we take on quite a high volume, we can't fund all of them ourselves because we buy and we also take properties on lease from landlords. However, there is a cost to getting these social housing provider leases on the properties, i.e. with renovation works, covering rental periods if we're leasing the property until we can get the lease signed off, and that has to be factored in. So as a business we have to raise a certain amount of money depending on how many deals we have every month, and that puts quite a significant pressure on. Now, we take a fee on every one of them if we're doing it for ourselves, and clearly there's no fee, but if we're doing it for our investors, then we take a fee as part of the project management side of getting this whole complex process completed and over the line so that the investor gets a fixed return on their money. Now, because of that, we have a target that we have to hit every month, and it varies depending on volume of deals, but regardless, it is quite a high pressured business, and I've always said that I've always preferred fixed income as opposed to variable income. Now, when you're selling deals, it's variable. Some months you'll sell loads, some months you won't sell as many. So it has a variability to the income. If you're renting a property out and you have a lease in place with a social housing provider that pays every month on the same amount every month, that's a fixed income, very forecastable, very predictable, much less stressful. Because we faced ourselves this month with the proposition of having too many deals and not enough investment. And we've had months where we've had too much investment and not enough deals. And that creates stress because we're ultimately leaving money on the table, and B, that we're putting pressure on the supply chain and putting pressure on our reputation not being able to deliver on behalf of the providers that are either wanting accommodation from us or we're taking accommodation off people. It's a brokering model. And this week, last couple of weeks has been horrendously stressful. We were well short on investment for a number of deals to get our quota this month, and it looked for quite a while as if we would struggle to hit that quota. So, and lo and behold, today we've brought in a big investor, and we're now over target, which is amazing. But at what cost? The last couple of weeks have been hellish in terms of the business, hugely stressful. We've pulled it together and managed to get over the line, which is great. But I've got a meeting with a business partner next week to discuss the business model and how we can de-risk it and, most importantly, de-stress it. Because business at the best of times is stressful, but when you've got big targets to hit and short time frames to achieve them, it becomes really stressful, and it's not particularly enjoyable. So we're looking at potentially changing the model, but for some strange reason we do seem to work quite well under extreme pressure. And we've had this situation multiple times before, and touch wood, we've always managed to deliver. But I am consciously aware that sometimes fate takes an important role in this, and stuff just happens when you need it the most. It's funny how the power of the universe works, either with or against you. And I'm just consciously aware that there will be a time that if we're pulling all the stops to kind of get things in, within tight timelines. That luck or that fate or whatever happens, maybe we are in control, maybe we're very good at doing this, but my question would always be, how come we can do it when the hard deadlines are there? When we don't have the pressure of a really hard deadline, why can't we just get consistent business in? Never seems to work that way. So consciously aware of that, hence the need to change the model slightly. So I don't know what that looks like yet, but yeah, I'm celebrating today because we've hit a very unlikely target that I did not think we were going to hit. But I am somebody who would constantly analyse and scrutinise what we do and tweak things to try and get it so it's working better for us, because yeah, it has felt as if that hasn't been the case as of late. So that's it for me today. I'm quite happy to talk my feelings through, and it's really therapeutic. It helps process things, it helps give me clarity on what we're going to do. But I'm adamant that we need to change this model because I'm running out of black hairs to turn grey. That's a great analogy of how much longer I can do this for. So so yeah, there will be changes on the horizon. But the moral to the story today is, you know what? Sometimes pressure isn't a bad thing, and it's amazing what happens if you work well under pressure, and clearly we do, as we've got a proven track record of doing so. But embrace pressure if you can. I don't think it's a long-term sustainable business model to rely solely on huge amounts of pressure to drive or be a catalyst for you to achieve your targets. But when it does happen, don't shy away from it. It does create this kind of crazy force, which if you nurture and you utilize it to your advantage, it can make you achieve things that you perhaps wouldn't have realized are achievable. So I hope that's useful anyway. But that's it for me today. So questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Give this a subscribe, share, like, and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. All the information about the challenge and how you can get involved is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.